Hey, Emma, you're moving in with us this weekend, right? Yes, I am. Looking forward to living together. Actually, I've been meaning to ask, have you started packing yet? Almost done. We're trying to keep it minimal since we're moving into the family home. Well, that's thoughtful of you. Actually, I feel bad about asking you to help take care of Martha. We never expected her to have lasting effects from her condition. I've been reading up on post-stroke care. How is she doing? Some days are better than others. The doctors say she might regain some movement eventually. When I heard about her stroke, I was mentally prepared that we would probably have to help out in some way down the line. It must be really hard for Martha, having her dominant hand still paralyzed. Well, it's the hardest on us who live with her. My husband and I both work full-time, and now we have to take care of his mom and her paralysis. And to make matters worse, Kevin just got transferred to another city. I'm so grateful you and Jack agreed to move in with us. That's what family's for, right? Just because you live here doesn't mean you should handle everything alone. You're such a lifesaver, Emma. I was really struggling. I'm glad we can help. We can work out a schedule that works for everyone. You are such a sweetheart, Emma, and being a stay-at-home wife makes you perfect for this. I am really counting on you. Yes, I'll do my best. Have you thought about how we'll divide up the responsibilities? I figured we could discuss it together once we move in. What a wonderful response. Well then, let me tell you about the daughter-in-law rules for living together. You absolutely must follow these rules when you move in next week. Daughter-in-law rules? I think clear guidelines will make everything smoother since we'll have so many people living in the same house. Well, that makes sense. What kind of rules did you have in mind? Yeah, living with in-laws without much notice can be challenging, you know. I've thought of some rules to avoid any trouble. The main one is that whatever I say goes, since I'm the first son's wife. Just follow that and everything will be fine. What? Don't be so surprised. It's quite traditional, actually. I'm not sure I understand. You know how older brothers naturally have more authority than younger ones, right? Well, it's the same for their wives. I, as the first son's wife, should have more authority, so you, as the second son's wife, are below me in rank. Below you in rank? It's really quite simple when you think about it. I have never heard of this kind of arrangement before. You must always do what I say, no questions asked. Also, you'll be responsible for all household duties, not just taking care of Martha, but looking after me, too. Cleaning my room and getting my laundry done, for example. Oh, looking after you, too? Won't we each handle our own cleaning and laundry? Did you think you were just moving in to help with Martha? Well, yes, that's what we discussed. Unlike you, a stay-at-home wife, I am busy working every day. You're obviously free all day, so this shouldn't be a problem. I'd really appreciate it if you could handle your own personal tasks. I'm prepared to take full responsibility for Martha's care, but... Hey, I told you not to talk back to me. Breaking the rules means a $100 fine. What? There's a fine system, too? Of course. How else will we maintain order? Sarah, this seems a bit extreme. This is all for peaceful coexistence. Well then, I'm looking forward to living together. All right, well, if I can't argue with you, I guess I have no choice but to do as you say. That's the spirit. I'll send you a complete list of rules tonight. The complete list? Yes, I have about 20 rules so far, but don't worry, I'll add more as needed. I see. You'll get used to it quickly. Just remember, I'm in charge. Right. I'll keep that in mind. Perfect. This is going to work out wonderfully. See you next week.
I'm really sorry, Emma. I couldn't help you unpack because of work.
Don't worry about it. You couldn't help that emergency. Besides, since we're moving into your parents' house, we didn't need to bring much furniture, and I managed fine with our boxes. Thank God neither of us were bookworms. That would have been a whole other story.
Still, I feel bad. How's the unpacking going?
Almost done with the essentials. Your mom helped me organize some things.
Mom helped? She shouldn't strain herself.
She just directed me from her chair. She seems happy to have company.
Thanks for always being so understanding. And thank you again for agreeing to move in. My brother just called to thank us too. He asked me to tell you how grateful he is.
Tell him not to worry about it. This is what families do. We help each other.
It means a lot to hear you say that. Kevin sounded really relieved too. He's been worried about Mom while he's been on this trip.
I understand his concern. It can't be easy being away right now.
But remember, we're not dumping all of Mom's care on you. I'll help as much as I can. So don't overwork yourself.
Thank you, Jack.
Did Sarah show you around the house?
Yeah, she gave me a quick tour before heading to work.
Great. I'll try to handle my own chores and avoid making more work for you too. Kevin told me he's already told Sarah the same thing.
Oh, really? But Sarah told me I have to do everything around the house.
What?
She was quite specific about it, actually.
What do you mean?
Before we moved in, Sarah contacted me. She said I'm in charge of all housework and caregiving. Not just for your mom, but she said I need to take care of her laundry and stuff too.
Wait, she said what?
She said it's my duty as the second son's wife.
What the hell? You don't have to do any of that. That's not why we agreed to move in.
But apparently there's a fine if I don't.
A fine? Hold on. What exactly did Sarah say to you?
She called them daughter-in-law rules for smooth cohabitation. I thought it was strange too, but she said since I'm the second son's wife, I'm lower in rank and shouldn't disobey her. If I do, there's a $100 fine.
She's completely lost her mind. When did she tell you this?
Last week before the move, she sent me a whole list of rules.
That's ridiculous. Just ignore all that. I'll tell Kevin about Sarah's behavior.
Are you sure that's okay?
Of course it is. Sarah has no right to make these demands.
She seemed very serious about it.
Man, living together is already getting complicated. Anyway, just be yourself, Emma. Don't feel pressure just because we're living together. And tell me immediately if anything happens.
Okay, got it.
I mean it. Anything at all that makes you uncomfortable.
I will. Thanks for having my back.
Always. We're partners in this, remember?
Yes, you're right.
I'll talk to Kevin tomorrow about Sarah's behavior.
Maybe we should give it some time. She might just be stressed.
No, this needs to be addressed now. We can't start living together with these kinds of rules.
Okay, I trust your judgment.
Get some rest. It's been a long day of unpacking.
You too. Don't work too late. Hey, Emma, where's my lunch? I can't find it in my bag. Lunch? I didn't make any. I've been helping Martha with her exercises all morning. What? I told you you're in charge of everything in the house. Why didn't you make my lunch and put it in my work bag? What? I have to do that too? Don't tell me you forgot already. The rules didn't mention making lunches. Of course it does. That's what I used to do for Kevin when he was here. Oh, I see. But I didn't know you needed lunch made. Jack always eats out. That's not an excuse. You should have asked. I'm sorry, but I've been focused on Martha's care. That doesn't matter. As a stay-at-home wife, you should know these things without being told. Huh? Now I have to buy lunch. Do you know how expensive that is? I can start making lunches if you let me know what you'd like. I had such high hopes, but you're surprisingly useless. Well, that's a $100 fine for neglecting to take care of me. You're really charging a fine for this? Actions have consequences, Emma. But I didn't even know about the lunch requirement. If you don't like it, do your job properly. Taking care of me is part of your duties. With all due respect, this isn't right. Jack said everyone should handle their own personal tasks as much as possible. That's another fine. What? 2 violations now, failing to make lunch and talking back. This isn't fair. I told you not to disobey me, the first son's wife. You can't even follow basic rules. What a disappointment. You need to learn your place in the household. I thought I was here to help with Martha. Make sure you take proper care of me starting tomorrow. Now I need to get back to work. Take good care of Martha while I'm gone. What would you like for lunch tomorrow? Figure it out yourself. That's your job. It would help if you told me your preferences. A proper housewife would already know these things. I'm trying my best to help everyone. Try harder. And don't forget, $200 in fines today. I understand. I expect my lunch ready by 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'll do my best. No, you'll do it perfectly, or there will be more fines. Right. And make sure Martha eats properly, too. I don't want to hear any complaints. I always make sure Martha eats well. At least you can do that much. Don't disappoint me tomorrow. Seriously, Emma, when are you going to start listening to me? There is no lunch in my bag again today. Well, Sarah, you still haven't given me any money for groceries. I can't keep making food for free. Are you really bringing this up again? Yes, because it's important. The grocery budget is running low. Excuse me? You know I've been asking about this for weeks now. Are you saying you can't even handle basic shopping? We're living together, but you haven't contributed anything. I told you I need at least $100 a month for lunches or I'd stop making them this month. Shut up. Stop complaining and make my lunch this month too. This is an order from your elder sister-in-law. No, give me the money. You dare to demand money from me? It's not a demand. It's a reasonable request. How dare you? You're just the second son's wife. Have you forgotten the rule about not talking back? I'm not talking back. I'm just stating my opinion. Then from now on, giving opinions is forbidden too. I am adding that to the daughter-in-law rules. I am just asking for $100 for groceries. Money, that's all you talk about. I know you're getting money from Martha, so why do you need it from me? That's completely different. How is it different? That's not for groceries. It's a thank you for caregiving. I tried to refuse, but she insisted I take it. What? She never gave me anything like that. Maybe because you never did anything to deserve it. What did you say? You heard me. I spend hours helping Martha every day. Mind your tone with me. I heard from Martha what it was like before we moved in. She said it was hell. Apparently you just ignored her even when she was struggling with her paralyzed arm. Shut up. I have a job. I'm busy. Of course, I don't have time for caregiving like you do. You're just a housewife with nothing else to do. Nothing else to do? I am here from 6 a.m. to midnight tending to Martha. Stop exaggerating. I'm not. I work hard every day as a stay-at-home wife. Being a housewife is basically doing nothing. All you do is cook, clean, and occasionally help Martha. If that's what you think, why don't you help out a bit? If it's so easy, surely you can manage some of it. I don't need to prove anything to you. No, you just need to contribute to the household. Shut up! What is wrong with you? You used to be so quiet and obedient when you first moved in, but lately you've gotten so mouthy and defiant. It's your selfishness that's gotten worse. What? At first, you at least thanked me for doing housework, but lately, nothing. You're treating me like a maid. What's wrong with that? You're just a second son's wife and a lazy housewife. Fine, I've had enough. I'm going to bill you for all your fines at once. What? I've been keeping track of every violation. Every violation? You've broken rules 45 times this month alone. Over these 3 months, it's 125 violations total, so pay me $12,500. Are you serious? Very serious. I can list every single violation if you'd like. This is ridiculous. Looks like you need another lesson about your place. It's natural for a second son's wife to serve the first son's wife, and if you disobey, you pay the fines. I don't care about other people's business. Huh? You're the one who needs to know your place. You won't be the first son's wife much longer anyway, so your days of ordering me around are over. What do you mean I won't be the first son's wife anymore?
She means you and I are getting divorced, Sarah. I need you to sign the divorce papers today. Once it's finalized, you're moving out.
What? Divorce? Wait, are you Kevin? That's impossible. You're supposed to be away on assignment.
Didn't expect to hear from me, did you?
You can't be serious. There's no way you're really Kevin.
I came back from my work assignment early. I couldn't ignore your outrageous behavior anymore.
You came back?
Yeah, took some time off and just got home. I was actually apologizing to Emma for all the trouble when I overheard you. But this is how you've been treating Emma all this time?
You don't understand. I was just trying to maintain order.
Order? Is that what you call this?
Treating her... I was just maintaining my dignity as the first son's wife.
Dignity? As a wife? What nonsense. Oh, this first son's wife is superior, and second son's wife is inferior. What kind of backwards thinking is that?
Backwards thinking? It's traditional. Every family has a hierarchy.
Not in this century, they don't. And when exactly were you going to tell me you lost your job?
I was going to...
You used that excuse to treat Emma like your servant. That's not why I asked my brother and his wife to move in. I begged them because you were crying about how hard it was to handle things alone. Because you were so busy with your work. Work you don't have.
Well...
Remember those texts you sent me? About how overwhelmed you were?
I was overwhelmed.
Sarah, I just want to confirm something. You do remember why we're living with my parents, right?
Yes, I do, but
No buts. My parents helped us with money for our wedding. They paid for almost everything. The venue, the dress. And how much was that dress again?
does it matter now?
It does. We were supposed to pay it for ourselves, but your chosen venue and dress were way over budget. My dad felt bad that you couldn't have what you wanted after pulling a tantrum, that you wanted the perfect wedding and offered to cover almost everything. And you promised to take care of them in their old age in return.
Yes, I did.
But then you started complaining about not wanting to lose your career, begging me to ask my brother and Emma for help. I reluctantly asked them, knowing it was a huge favor. And this is how you repay them? By treating Emma like your personal maid?
But Emma's a housewife. She's home all day, so of course she should handle all the housework and caregiving. She could take care of me, too. I'm busy at work all day.
Work? You mean chasing after that married man? Don't make me laugh.
What?
Did you think I wouldn't find out? I know you got fired from your job for that.
What?
Shall I read the email from HR?
You have no right to read my emails.
Having an affair with your married boss? And even after getting fired, you're still seeing him?
How do you know all of this? Who told you?
Does it matter who told me?
Yes, it matters. Who has been spying on me?
Your boss's wife contacted me directly. She said even after getting you fired, you're still involved with her husband. She begged me to do something about it.
She had no right.
No right? To protect her marriage?
What?
I was shocked when I first heard it. I immediately contacted Emma to see if she noticed anything suspicious about you. Turns out there was even more going on. Completely disgusted with you.
Disgusted?
Remember what I specifically asked you to do? Give my brother's family their living expenses? I told you to give Emma $1,000 each month from my account. Where exactly has that money been going each month?
I don't know.
Emma hasn't received a single payment. She couldn't even get $100 for making your lunches. What's going on here?
Well,
Where's the money, Sarah?
I can explain.
And here's another thing. Checking my account, $1,000 was definitely withdrawn every month. So you've definitely been spending it. If it was spent on your affair dates, how exactly do you think I should deal with my anger?
I'm sorry. I'll return all the money and I'll apologize to Emma right away.
All 3,000 of it?
Yes, every cent.
Returning the money and apologizing are the bare minimum, but it won't change my decision to divorce you.
No, please.
You're probably with your married boss right now anyway. Come home immediately. We're going to discuss a divorce.
I'll explain everything. Please don't do this.
Save it for the lawyers.
Please, you have to help me. I don't want to divorce Kevin. I'll help with everything from now on. I'll even help take care of Martha, so please help me. You've had 3 months to help with Martha. I know I messed up. I'll do better. No thanks. Martha specifically said she doesn't want you taking care of her. What? She told me herself yesterday. She can't mean that. Besides, I don't want to help someone who cheats on their spouse. You should just give up. It wasn't like that. He said he loved me. And you believed him, even though you were already married? No, the affair was just a bit of fun. I didn't think I'd get so involved at first. While stealing money from your husband? I was going to pay it back. Yeah, we heard everything during the discussion earlier. His wife found out, the company found out, but you still couldn't let go. You wanted to make time for your secret meeting, so you got us to move in. We were just convenient pawns to you, weren't we? That's not true. I really needed help with Martha. While you went on dates with a married man? I'm really sorry. I'm truly reflecting on my actions now. After you got caught. Please, I can change. If you're really sorry, give up on getting back together with Kevin. It's better for him, too. I can't do that. Kevin is my everything. Everything? Is that why you cheated on him? No, that was different. No, that won't do. Please, I'm begging you. Getting kicked out just for an affair? As a fellow wife, don't you feel sorry for me at all? Not all. As a fellow wife, I can't forgive you. What? You really don't get it, do you? Get what? As a wife, you failed to protect your home, respect your husband, and repay your in-laws' kindness. I can't forgive someone like that calling themselves a wife. You don't deserve Kevin. After he's done so much to support your career, give you the life you wanted, you're despicable. But did you think about Kevin at all? Of course I did. Why don't you just be honest about it? Once the divorce is final, you can openly date your married boss. I heard his wife is demanding a divorce too. He promised we'd be together. And you believed that too? Don't make it sound so simple. He won't even answer my calls anymore. Oh, really? He kept saying his wife wouldn't give him a divorce no matter how much he begged, and that he wanted to be with me after divorcing her. But the moment his wife mentioned divorce, he suddenly became desperate to save his marriage. That bastard blocked me everywhere. Got dumped in such a pathetic way, huh? Serves you right. You're supposed to comfort me. After how you treated me? What? I'm this miserable and you won't even comfort me? You're not worth comforting. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy taking care of my beloved husband and mother-in-law. Take care. Wait, please don't go. Goodbye, Sarah. Later, Sarah ended up signing the divorce papers while crying hysterically. Kevin demanded she pay back the money she stole, plus compensation for the affair. The total came to about $100,000. Sarah was kicked out with almost nothing to her name. Meanwhile, my husband Jack and I continued living with Mom. We all help each other, show gratitude, and enjoy our life together.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.